Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik PCA channel where we give you pop culture analysis. Come a long way from me just doing Trump 2020 songs. I hope he does a Trump 2024 because, well, today he's got himself a little collaboration, a little collabo with Trump LATINOs, Sinner's Prayer. Yeah, all I can say is, when it comes to being tribal and everything, people throw all rules and decorum out the window. People say the nastiest things against people on the left, on the right, whatever. And ultimately, everybody doing that is just being a sinner because they're failing to see the humanity of the person who they've dehumanized and vilified on the other end, albeit for good cause and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, God doesn't see us that way. God doesn't care about these labels. God knows us from our inception, from our creation, and so on. So, what we have to do is remember them, no matter what. And this is why, even when ever since I got red pilled, listened to David Icke about the whole "there is no C1," 7 times strikes. Just going off on the matter, but just researching for the matter. You exercise my free speech. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, ever since then, I started to look a bit deeper into certain viewpoints that people have as to why they're in certain camps. Now, even Mr. Icke, I don't follow him that much these days. He seems to have a bit of TDS, and he even said at one point he's not into solutions. He's into solutions to the problem, so he can solve the thing, which doesn't make any sense if you understand how the law of attraction works. I just got a feeling that he's a bit of a black pill, but black pill giving people the means to be red pilled, or whatever gives you the cause to be red pilled, is all good. Ultimately, what it comes down to is peace, which is why I feel that Trump is the dude to be following. If whoever's talking about peace, you may not be a leader who's prepared to fight on the front lines like a lot of these neocons, but if you're saying, hey, I'm not prepared to fight on the front lines, but I don't want you to fight either, I want peace for all, why not give peace a chance? Yo, people, here we are today. Let's see what the Sinner's Prayer is according to MESUS and from LATINOs. Alright, here we go. Sorry. I think I'm gonna have to lower the resolution, people. Sorry, I'm sorry, MESUS. Wait, it's on 2240 already. Good grief. I play it faster, but this computer is just gonna have a heart attack anyway, or have a SAD, or have should I say any more buzzwords that can get me stricken again? I don't know. Maybe not. God bless people. I've known people who seem to have succumbed to the whole thing, and but you don't want to tell them because they'll just break down. But God bless them. Seriously, this is all about salvation right here. I'm not talking about going to hell and all that stuff. I'm talking about seeing the light. You're not saved from hell. You're saved for glory, as the Course of Miracles have put it. Anyway, people, enough chatter from me. Let's see what MESUS got to say.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
This is on double speed, isn't it? Sorry, people. Make sure we're not doing the double take. Yep, it's on double speed. Let's do that one last time. Sorry, this last rewind.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Red versus blue, Chi-Town, we call it gangbanging. Same thing in Washington, but they call it campaigning.
Yeah.
I can't say the biggest thugs in the whole country, money hungry, evil, cause they love to get green, hella green, so they selling vaccines. Wu-Tang told me in my teens it's all about the cream, yeah. Cash rules everything around me, so they taxing every dollar till we drowning and lose hope. Tell us votes matter when they laughing.
Oh my god. I gotta go to work, man. What am I gonna do? Alright, I'm gonna give this a 10-minute maximum time to react, but just for now, just so you know, people, gotta drop me a like on this video right now. I really like it. Red versus blue, they call it gangbanging. It happens in politics. They call it campaigning. That's the bar. That is awesome. There's so much stuff you can do with the red versus blue. Back in the blue. And even the police are backing you. You can play all this color scheme thing that they got just to try and hoodwink people in different costumes serving as controller position. Useless. What matters is that you know yourself what the truth is, hence it's truth social. And the truth, by the way, is not just about people. I just want to stress again, the truth is not just about facts. Facts, people equate facts with truths, but facts are one kind of truths. Opinions are truths too. This is what people are trying to say when they talk about my truth and all that stuff. A husband can say, it could be a fact that a husband says he loves his wife, but is it true? Only you'd know. In your opinion, you love, and what is love? It seems to be a mystery. It's what is our true identity. It's the one thing that seems to be unbound by these labels that we use to navigate our way through this political landscape, be it street politics or official politics. Hey, it's all street politics, isn't it? MESUS, keep it going.
Behind closed doors, cause we heavy lied at them comments. So they want the same thing. All of us caged in, slaving, building buildings for their vacation. Save me. Now they saying I'm political, labeling. Speak the truth, some credibility. They try to take from me, forgave my sins. Cross me and I'm gonna need that grace again. They say this land, or the sinner take it in his hand. Trying to label me political, but I'm just being honest. And I'm not gonna bury my head in the sand and ignore the war that's happening around us. Sorry, I'm not sorry that I give a damn. Yeah, if not now, tell me when. Cause if we bow, they gon' win. Give me Lord for my sins, but I promise I'll die fighting for this land to get my kids.
That was barren. So many things got it that were so many things that were just get me nodding in agreement, and I was missing so many bars. But the one thing that stood out the strongest is probably political, but I'm just speaking common sense. And it's like I said, these labels. Sometimes you have to, it appears, join a team, if you will, but not to the extent that you. So not the extent that you will lose track of your real identity, which is a son of God, and that's that. I mean, when I say that, I mean, hey, make of it what you will, people, but I'm talking about nothing even religious, despite using religious terminology, Christian religious terminology right there. I'm talking about love. Anybody who's preaching love, this is what's happened. This is the whole deal with Trump. If you're preaching love in the name of respect for yourself, encourage people to respect themselves, and people leave each other alone and just let each other live. Of course, there's sometimes when you have to interact, even in a competitive manner. Just think about what you have to do when you have to hunt and go and get your food and so on. But still, as long as you aren't trying to deceive people into, well, again, they say always fell in love in war, but as long as you aren't losing track of what you truly are in the whole in this journey that we're going down, this political journey and so on, you're in the right neck of the woods. So if it so happens that the right or the left, anybody were to be saying we believe in freedom of speech, we believe in the right to defend yourself and so on, the right to of course we believe in tolerating others and so on, then of course there's nothing wrong with condoning what people in such a group would do. Now, anybody who says the opposite, if you don't condone it, that's fine. It's perfectly acceptable. We're in a situation right now where people feel that join our camp or you're part of the enemy. If you're part of the enemy, then I have to take you out because you're trying to kill me. Whereas the person in question is trying to mind their business. We all have our opinions. They're fluid like water, man. But we seem to have to pledge allegiance to a certain side that wants people to speak a certain way, dress a certain way, in X, Y, Z, just to build up their ranks, build up the amount of people on their side to bolster their cause and all that stuff. For a war that you didn't start, that you don't even want to have part of, but of course, naturally, when war's waging, it takes its toll on everyone. So we have to think to ourselves, how do we survive? Now, if you're in a situation where both sides are quite toxic, if you want, I don't like using that word so much, it's up to you. to navigate how best you will to survive in the landscape. But the reason why Trump is so popular is because he's talking about that peace, especially now. It's funny, you think about it. It's like you get people who are Muslim who say Islam is about peace, or I don't know about that. At least being Muslim is about peace. It stands to reason that everybody on any side of things believes that not only is their side right, but that they have to defend their side, otherwise it means anti-peace. You know what I'm saying? And so on. Yeah, this is what I was saying about the whole Palestine thing earlier, is that especially when you look at the Cartier family, the other YouTube channel who interviewed that chap, I forgot his name, but who's talking about what's going on in the Middle East. He says soldiers don't fight for your freedoms. That's propaganda to brainwash you. I don't know about that, mister, because when you got other people from other nations coming to strip your rights away that will actually allow you to maintain your freedoms, then, and I think that would prove the opposite. It proves that indeed there are soldiers fighting for our freedoms and for the constitution and so on, to keep it going. By winning if you lose a war, then you lose the constitution, and America's over and the world's over. So yes, soldiers are fighting for your freedom, in my opinion. But that being said, he was saying things that seem to reveal that people who are backing Palestine and all that stuff, it's not wrong with backing Palestine per se, but who are sympathetic to what's going on, seem to be talking at cross purposes. He's saying that, well, I don't know if these people came into this country and did these grapes, I'm just going to say that word, because it doesn't make sense. Why would people want to take over, who want to shirk off their oppression, be interested in doing that? So either it happened and he's ill-informed, or he's just in disbelief, or it did happen, or it didn't happen, and there's deep fakery going on or whatnot. But one way or another, it shows that people seem to like to feel that they are moral, they are good from their side, and the other side is coming to pointing fingers at them. Not only fingers, pointing guns, and we have to defend ourselves. Both people think that they are fighting the other, they're instigating fights with others to defend themselves. And anybody who's talking peace right now is the one to listen to. That's my take on it. This is why Trump is blessed as a peacemaker. False flags, things are done to wind people, just wind people up, just like smoke bombs are thrown into the J6 crowd to get them agitated, to of course run away from the smoke. That's exactly what's been going on with this 40 babies been chopped up, and this just happened and that's happened. These news coming out that, oh my gosh, it's so terrible, you have to go in there and slay them. I didn't personally see it, but I trust in the authorities. When you hear all that, you just got to think to yourself, what's the end game? Are we going to have peace, or are we going to have war going on and on? It's one thing to go straight after the people who did this certain thing, to investigate the actual crimes and find these perpetrators. It's another thing to say, no, they did that because their bosses told them, so don't kill their bosses. And by the way, the bosses are the boss of the whole country, and the only way to take out the bosses is to take out the area, and it gets a bit silly. At the end of the day, is peace the final end goal? And I'm not looking for you to convince me. I want to analyze myself and see if that's the case. I personally think that you're going to get that with Trump. But let me know what you think, people. Sinners, prayer. Let's hear what these Latinos for Trump are singing. Alright, those are. Nice. What the hell is this? Is this the Latino Lil Wayne? The other guy, yeah, he must be Lil Wayne, and what's the guy's name? Trey Songz, isn't it? But still, the lyrics are fire. Music, it'll probably start to move. We bow, they gon' win, so sick and tired of losing. Hold the line, lace your boots up, salute or shooters. Every kid up in the ghetto got a dream like Martin Luther. Either they gon' hit the league or hit a lick. Either way, they shoot us. Our country's border
shooters are intruders. Hey Joe, I see how you trying to do us. Trying to label me.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I would have loved it if Lil Wayne said those bars himself. But yeah, it's obvious what's going on. People are being played. You're being played. This whole thing. And the one thing we can do is the David Icke line, do not comply. And the reason why I was talking about David Icke earlier, that I don't follow him so much these days, is the TDS that he seems to have, the Trump derangement syndrome, saying Trump's a divider, and DeSantis is one to follow. And so what are we talking about, David Icke? I'm aside. I'm not into the solution. Again, I'm into the focusing on the problem. What? You mean as in, well, you know, what you resist persists, and has a lower attraction to its state, and so on. You get what you think about. You see, it's such a black pill that I don't rock with that. But that being said, like I say, the truth, there's truth to what he says. It's an interpretation of there's logos, there's factual proofs and so on of what he's trying to talk about, but his interpretation, the ethos that he hopes to inspire. That I've done this research. Follow me. I don't feel that so much. I feel the pathos, the feeling that not complying is the way to go. Except I understand that, like I said, as we're being played, simply not complying is not enough. You cannot comply. It's just like what happened with the taking the vaccine. I didn't take it, of course, I never will. But when it comes to the mask mandates, which I didn't comply with, people saying, "Oh, you didn't do that. You got all these kids sick in school, and you're killing grandma," and all that nonsense. Sometimes it seems you'd have to comply because your job is in jeopardy. If you don't have your job, and I'm not saying you should get the vaccine, you might as well leave it on when it goes to that level. But little by little, if counteract all the compliance you may have to comply with in some situations, but not everybody's situation is as black and white. Not everyone can live off royalties and book sales and so on, like David Icke can, and so on. But do what you can to counteract the push that we all comply with something that doesn't make sense. But ultimately, we have to be thinking about the solution. We can't just dig our heels in and not comply. And just talk about how bad the enemy is. You're no different than the deep state in that regard, saying that they are undefeatable, they're great, they're this, they're the other. What can we do? Well, we can just not comply and do nothing and let them steamroll us. You know, you can't do that. You got to be a strategist. You got to be a true patriot and get some victory out of this. No snatching defeat out of the jaws of victory anymore. Anyway, let's let this song play out. I got to go in like 1 minute.
And I'm not gonna bury my head in the sand.
I think that's good.
And ignore the war that's happening around us. Sorry, I'm not sorry that I give a damn. Yeah, if not now, tell me when. Cause if we bow, they gon' win. Give me Lord for my sins, but I promise I'll die fighting for this land to give my kids in His prayer. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Sorry, that saxophone at the end was really nice touch. I just had to add my little mouth trumpet in the process. People, let me know what you think. I really love that piece. This is why I love MESUS, man. Good stuff, thought-provoking, and not just thought-provoking, but it encourages you to take a stand. Again, not just not complying, but actually going in the opposite direction, the direction towards freedom and peace. And let me know what you think, people. I'm going to catch you later. I've got to run to work. Take care.